Alrighty. Welcome to Pick Me, a Christmas-themed role-playing game. I'm going to read a little intro paragraph here, and then we can go through character creation and talk about lines and veils. Our intro here: you are toys, lovingly crafted at the North Pole, who will be packed in Santa's sleigh and delivered for Christmas morning. You are destined to join a family you have never met. Unfortunately, the child will not love you all equally. There is room in their heart for only one favorite toy. Pick me. So from here, we're going to create some Christmas toys and talk about lines and veils. In terms of lines and veils, harm to toys is inherent. Toys will be damaged in some way during this. But in terms of like children will be present, harm to children, we can play this any way you want. But do consider that. And then of animals, there will be a reindeer and possibly a dog or cat present. So think about if you have any concerns about harm to animals that you want to line or veil. And from there, line or veil anything else that you feel you would like to. The lines and veils are in the settings tab on the character keeper.
What is the tone we will be working with? Because I think that would influence lines and veils pretty significantly.
Good point.
Like, is it comedy violence?
Yeah, comedic tragedy, probably. Somebody described this once as Toy Story directed by David Cronenberg. In Ring 2, there will be a misfit, like your toy will have something misapplied, but you're the one who chooses the misfit, so you're in control of that degree of body horror. But as I played this game, I've run this maybe, I don't know, 8-10 times, and it pretty much always goes comic. There's a certain degree of pathos with like, oh, the sad toy didn't make it to the finish line, but usually pretty comedic tragic. Yeah, and we can take it different directions if you want.
All right. Well, in the case of that tone, I am fine with like harm to children, harm to anybody.
Since this is going to be recorded on or recorded so that other people could watch it to get an idea of what the game is going to be like, I have put a veil on harm to children. It is not particularly a veil for me, but I know it's a really common one in games that I play. So
sure, totally fine.
Just in case people are watching this to get an idea for the game, you might want to veil it, or at least warn beforehand.
Yeah. And since I'm a professional school teacher, how much graphic harm to children do I want recorded?
Yeah, okay, point.
I mean, there's arguments for both, right? Like not much versus a whole lot.
I am fine with that veil, and I don't think I have any others.
All right. On the toys tab, each of you should pick a sort of a group of columns there for yourselves.
So this is trophy style skills, right? Where that.
Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. It is trophy style skills. You're going to find that if you're used to trophy dark games, you have one less skill than normal for start. You'll have a total of 3 rather than 4 skills. That is mainly because I want to pigeonhole you a bit. You're a toy. I want you to feel a little, isolated in how you interact with the world. Misfits, if we compare that to Trophy Dark, are essentially rituals. They're the skill that gives you a dark die, lets you do something a little supernatural or a little overpowered. And I'm limiting you to 1 misfit. The game's a little bit deliberately pigeonholed or kind of funneled a bit. But I think it's going to work pretty well.
I'm finding it really hard to decide on a toy type because they're all really good.
Thanks.
Yeah, does anyone have any... I mean, I know Amanda just said that she's struggling to figure out which one, but do you have any ideas, AJ?
I'm torn between doing ragdoll since I've already got the avatar kind of set up in that direction, but I do want to show you guys that there's also these horrors.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Right?
I feel like my ruin is going up just looking at it.
Well, see, now I have to use one of these because I definitely want to sabotage you guys by being horrifying. Look, I was complaining to Brian. There's 2 different cows.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
There's 2 different cows, but there's only one dog.
Yeah, the surfer cow and the I don't know, the hipster cow.
Yeah.
And there's a friendly looking fox. Fox or dog is where I'm leaning if I go plush, but
There is a robo dog.
yeah.
I'm trying to decide between the can of clay and the Sergeant Sock'em McFisto. Not just because I love the name, also because I like to punch.
I think I gotta do robo dog because this dog is just so horrifying.
That's totally fair. Jack, do you have any ideas?
I'm torn between Deadly Dino and Dress Up Doll. You know what? I'm gonna go Dress Up Doll because who doesn't want to be a dress up doll?
That's legit.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be Sergeant Sock'em McFisto, mostly because skill 1 is army stuff, and I like the complete lack of specificity there.
And then we all pick a feature as well.
Correct.
Oh, of course, my skills are bark and bite with a Y, because I'm a robot dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, am I wind up or do I need batteries? Batteries required sounds like it's gonna get me into trouble, so I guess I'll choose that. You never want to have a susceptibility in a trophy game, so of course I'm gonna pick one.
Yeah. As you're reaching Misfit, by the way, it says choose later. You are welcome to choose it now. It will not be active in Ring 1. It'll be active in Ring 2.
Okay.
I'll probably wait to choose my Misfit to see what happens in Ring 1.
Right.
Might kind of influence what I decide.
You know what? Smooch the pooch. There we go.
All right. It looks like you've got the basics of character creation done there. Am I correct? Anybody need more time?
I think I'm there.
All right.
Yeah.
Regarding your drive, your reason for doing dangerous, risky things here, you all have the same drive. It's simply become the child's favorite toy. Is that deliberately designed to put you in conflict with each other? Definitely yes. Any questions before we dive in? Act 1, a hopeful letter. You have not yet been built. You exist as a toy in the child's imagination. Soon you will be lovingly crafted in Santa's workshop, and you are destined to join a family you have never met. Santa settles his weight into his rocking chair, lights a pipe, and reaches into a massive stack of unread mail. With an ancient letter opener, he tears into a wish from the child. The handwriting is full of hope and want. Some letters are reversed. Some words are misspelled. The letter describes each of you. Knowing what you will become, what did the child write in their letter to Santa?
I think in the letter to Santa, the child wrote that they want a Sergeant Sock'em McFisto, the strongest, toughest Sergeant Sock'em McFisto that exists in the whole wide world, to protect them from monsters under their bed.
Oh, nice. So Amanda was the largest Sergeant Sock'em McFisto?
Strongest.
Thank you. And to protect them from monsters beneath their bed. Nice.
The child wanted, in addition to that, they wanted the current iteration of Barbie, which of course features a Kentucky Derby style hat, and fuchsia hot pink mermaid gown and long flowing blonde hair, because they want to be just like her when they grow up.
Awesome. Thank you. I do have a question. Is a mermaid gown actually like fishtails, or is that a style of cut for a gown? I don't know.
I mean, it's typically a style of a cut,
okay,
that flares
so kind
out
of hip hugging.
But if you want it to be like actually
No,
I'm not going to stop you.
Smooch the pooch. TM. I did not spend all that time just getting the TM out of the character map. And the child asked for a Smooch the pooch that goes a long time and is cuddlier than the ones that they saw at the store.
Oh.
Because I don't know if you've ever groped any of those robot dogs, but most of them have like a very thin fur covering over a very unwelcoming innards. So the child wants me to be cuddly.
Yeah.
Santa, you got your work cut out for you.
Nice challenge. All right. Smoke curls around Santa's yellowed whiskers. He mutters with smoky breath, "This seems like more toys than one child can handle." Ring 1 is going to go quite fast compared to typical Trophy Dark games. In Ring 1, you're going to each face just one dilemma, and I'm largely putting it in your hands. I'll paste this in the chat again also. It's for you to describe an advertisement that convinced the child you're desirable, like a television ad or a magazine ad, something like that. Or, I don't know, internet, that other thing that they have. And how did that ad set an impossible standard? How might you fall short of the child's desires? My thought is let us take a quick little break here, let you think over that, and then in about 5 minutes resume. All right. We're back in Act 1 and looking for each of you to describe an advertisement that convinced the child you are desirable.
I was having a more classic idea, but I think that I'm gonna sort of revise what I mentioned earlier about the Barbie doll. I think they do want a Barbie, but it's not so Kentucky Derby style classic. I think it's like more of like a Bratz style doll, like real baddie girl, like the doll itself has like 40 inches of hair and like press on nails and just like bamboo hoops.
Yep.
You know, just like the girl on the block, very Banshee. And I think that like I think the child is like on their iPad scrolling, not an iPad, probably just like their iPhone or whatever, just like scrolling through TikTok, and they come upon an ad for this latest sort of baddie Barbie, and you know it's this sort of like stop motion sort of animated advertisement of a bunch of these gorgeous doll women who are just like partying it up in the club. They're in VIP, they're popping these plastic champagne bottles, and I think that like as this child is sort of like in the back seat, probably even like in like a what are they called, what are those seats called,
Car seat
boost,
for
yeah,
kids?
car, like a booster seat, like a car seat, um that they're probably even too big for at this point, but their parents are assholes and don't care. And so, as they're far too big for this booster seat, and they're scrolling through TikTok, watching these like glamorous baddie Barbie dolls, living it up. I think that's when the child just starts screaming, I want to be here, I want to be popping bottles in the club. Um, and, of course, mother's just sort of nodding, yes, dear, of course.
We all want to be popping bottles in the club.
Yes. In fact, I was just writing down that phrase, popping bottles in the club. I'm going to find a way to bring it back. Fantastic. Jack, will you make a ruin roll for Bibby, given the impossible standards that have been set here?
These standards of beauty, they're wild.
Yes. Yeah, just a single D6 to see if it's higher than your current ruin, which is probably just 1.
It's 1, and I rolled 1.
Hey, look at that. You are unfazed. Your ruin doesn't change in response to this.
I mean, I'm no different than these Barbies that are up in the club.
Awesome. Typically in Trophy Dark, you would take a condition for a failed ruin roll, but in this case, I want you to still add to your character a fear. There's a little slot on the character sheet. Which row is it? Where do we put that? You can just put it under conditions. What would it be? Fear of popping bubbles?
I never fear popping bottles. What are you talking about?
No, sort of a fear of fashion shortcoming seems something like that.
Like an unrealistic standard of beauty?
Yeah, that seems almost too
Or
too
unrealistic
broad.
standard of luxury.
Yeah, how about that? Not the opposite, a fear of the quotidian, a fear of the absence of luxury. Who else wants to describe that advertisement that convinced the child you are desirable?
Go. So I think this is like a 90s cartoon commercial, and you see rising out of these clouds on like a fighter jet is like a GI Joe cartoon version of Sergeant Suck McFisto, and the music starts in and it's like guitars and it's like Sergeant Suck McFisto, oh he's so cool and bold, and then it's like and he's running through the jungle with like a big Rambo gun and shooting bad guys, I suppose. And then it's like "Dur, dur, 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 dur," with fists of steel and a heart of gold. And there's like a parade for him going down the road in the big city, and everyone's cheering. There's like little kids that are like, "We love justice." And then what did I just rhyme? I'm not on a rhyme. I'm not on a rhyme line.
Don't worry.
When trouble's near, he's standing tall. And then he's like drop kicking a dinosaur. One big punch and down they fall. And he's standing triumphant over, I don't know, a pile of dead bodies. And I think it switches over to, real life kids holding the Sergeant Sock'em McFisto doll. And they're like, "Sock'em Sock!" And yeah, that's the commercial.
Oh my God, that's amazing. All right. How are you concerned that you might fall short of that standard set by the Sergeant Sock'em McFisto commercial?
I think I am not quite as well put together as the commercial states, and my parts fall off.
Nice. Will you make a ruin roll also?
I would love to. I got a 3.
All right. So your ruin will increase by 1. And then will you, on your conditions, put down, how about fear of loose joints?
My feature is spare parts, so.
Oh, that's going to be handy. Excellent. All right. AJ, what about Smooch the Pooch?
Smooch the Pooch, your plastic pooch, who's fun to be with. He walks, he talks, he saves the day. Pooch will always be there for you. You know the kind of commercial that I'm thinking of. What's dangerous here is the kid Googled the name Smooch the Pooch. I'm sorry, if we are in the 90s, the kid Alta Vista'd my
Wait, are we in the 90s?
No.
I don't think so. I think my commercial is just 90s style.
Okay, yeah, you've got like a throwback commercial. That makes sense because like those are the parents who's buying toys right now, right? 90s kids.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, 90s kids, for aging you to dust with that statement. Oh my gosh, yes. I mean,
I'm an 80s kid, so I'm basically dust anyway.
Same. Amanda pointed out Ask Jeeves is really the better.
Uh-huh.
All right, so they did a search for my name, Smooch the Pooch, and found that the prototype for Smooch the Pooch was called just Robo Dog and had a much tougher look. Like one of the gimmicks of Smooch the Pooch is like almost like a transformation where it goes on 4 legs, it goes on 2 legs, like it stands up and, does a little step to, before it inevitably falls forward onto it does do a flip also. Yes. Thank you, Amanda. But originally RoboDog was going to be RoboCop's sidekick from another reboot of RoboCop where he had a dog friend. And so that version had like a gun mounted on its shoulder and, cyborg parts, and it looked really badass. And so the kid got a little muddled up, and they kind of expect me to have some of that stuff, even though all of that got phased out and I have a different name and I'm a different toy.
Wow. That is a high standard indeed. Will you, AJ, make a ruin roll for Smooch the Pooch also?
Yes, I will. Ruin roll. It's 3, so it goes up.
It does, yes. All right. And then for your condition here, let's add... Oh, man. Is it fear of RoboCop? Fear of the prototype? Fear of the 90s prototype, maybe?
Prototype envy?
Yeah. Very funny.
I can't change my ruin. It says you're trying to edit a protected cell.
Oh,
you do it with the checkboxes. Okay, I see what it is.
They tweaked it.
I got it.
Got it. Yeah. Where are we at there? Oh, by the way, you mentioned like, are we playing in the 90s? I have not set this in anything in particular, but I do wonder how much my own childhood has influenced certain things. I tried to write to a broad arc of toys across the years, but there's probably some bias in there somewhere. All
Those
right.
modern kids, these would all be apps. Am I right?
Right, exactly. Yeah. Our transition to Act Two. Santa crumples that letter from the child and tosses it into the fireplace. He says, "The elves have work to do." As a gentle Arctic snow wisps across the ground outside, Santa's workshop comes to life. We are moving into Act 2, and thank you to whomever checked off Act 1 on the character keeper. Act 2, Workshop Genesis. Creation can be painful. In Santa's workshop, a team of elves assemble you part by part. The air is lit by the green glow of the aurora borealis. Tiny orange oil lamps illuminate the work of the elves. To the cadence of saws and hammers, the elves sing jolly songs to pass the time. I'm going to give you two more questions here, which are, how do we know the elves cannot leave their employer? And what signs are there of subtle acts of sabotage and rebellion?
As we see them standing around the workbenches and conveyor belts and everything in this toy factory, they're singing happy songs and they're very jolly and red-cheeked and adorable. But if you look down at their feet, they don't have legs. They are literally fused into the workshop.
Oh, dear God. I think I need to take a ruin roll. That's gruesome.
That gives us nowhere to go, Amanda.
I think there's plenty of places to go
already.
I think there's a lot of places to go. Yeah. I think on top of that, should an elf be clever enough to try and pry themselves away from the fusion, that every threshold is marked with iron, and so any elf that would try to cross it would be barred from even passing through. And as far as subtle acts of subterfuge and rebellion, I think because the floors are wood and they're sort of like, they've created this sort of fusion with the legs of the elves, who are apparently, I guess they would just be stuck in place. Their stations would be permanent. But they, in sort of like a rebellious attempt to acknowledge their not humanity, but their elfishness, their livingness, their organicness. You could see that on the trunks of their legs that they will carve things in with tools, whether it's their own name or the name of their loved ones, just so that they always have reminders that Santa, even with his oppressiveness and his clever ways of keeping them captive, will never be able to take them completely.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, so even if an elf did manage to, I don't know, boost itself out a window to avoid the iron and hop on its bench feet, the elves all have the thinnest possible shirts, and that's it. Just like, you know, if they tried to go outside, they would instantly freeze. If you've ever gotten a knockoff fashion doll and like the thinnest, cheapest fabric that their clothes are made out of, that's what their shirts are.
Yeah.
Like when they make the cheapest fashion doll clothes, they make their own shirts out of the same stuff.
It's like recycled rayon. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, exactly. The signs of sabotage and rebellion, like they can't not do their jobs. They can't, you know, undermine making toys. I think like constitutionally, they just like they can't do that to the kids, even if they rebel against Santa, but they can overdo their jobs. And so all of us are getting just like a little too much glue, a little too much paint, a little too much stuffing. We are being overdone, yeah. Just everything is too much about the toys coming out of this workshop.
It's amazing. It also, like, you're using up more of the materials from the manufacturing. Like, oh, we've gone through so
Yeah.
much glue this week. We're over budget. How's this
Yeah,
happening?
absolutely.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Alrighty. Uh, in this ring, these elves are going to make you into a custom toy, and something's going to go wrong. Um, there is a pick list for misfits. It's going to give you another skill, one that would include a dark die when you use it, so it's akin to a ritual in Trophy Dark. You can pull something off that pick list. If you've got some completely different idea, we can craft it and make it work. We just need to figure out what that dark skill is going to be. And as the misfit is applied in this ring, your ruin's going to increase by one. Just kind of, it's taking the Trophy Dark system where normally a ritual bumps your ruin up by one, but here we're doing it mid-game. So take a moment to think about your misfits if you need to, and then while you're doing that, I'm going to figure out some dilemmas to send your direction.
We're gonna
You
have
really
to face dilemmas.
There's dilemmas, yeah. But yeah, I am realizing that now that I have legless elves at my command, it might change a couple of things that I had in mind here, but we're going to make it work. Can you all tell me, did any of you have ideas for your misfits yet?
I have cotton stuffing bursting out.
All right.
I'm torn between a couple. Do you have any ideas, Amanda?
Also torn. I'm torn between an extra doll's head or being Stretcho.
I'm torn between goo and porcelain eyes.
Oh, those are good too.
I feel like I'm just gonna go with my gut and just go with goo.
That's a good choice.
Actually, that is a problem with modern fashion dolls. They put glue in the head to secure the hair. It's like a sort of it's a cheaper way than sewing it securely.
Okay.
You just like fill the head with glue. And you know,
Oh.
sometimes the glue formulations aren't the best.
So
instead of
it's out
punching
later.
it, they just like
I mean, they do punch it like it goes through, but there's ways that you can sew the hair in that are more secure, and there's ways that are faster, and they do it faster and then they glue it in so that it's secure.
Ew. That should be
So,
fun.
yeah, there's a whole thing with doll collectors where they're like, oh, avoid getting the ones from Malaysia. They have glue-filled heads. Get the ones from Indonesia. Those don't have glue.
Well, I think that I'll be from Malaysia and have a glue-filled head.
That's where your goo comes from. I'm gonna be Stretcho, so I can
Stretcho.
distort my body.
All right. Good. Give me 1 second here. All right, let's start with this. Jack, you know, being the luxury doll that Bibby is meant to be, the elves are doing their best sewing on sequins and you know, making sure that the fabric fits just right, that you look as glamorous as possible. And then one of them kind of like looks around like left and right to see if Santa's watching, and he pulls out the syringe of goo. And he's like, I'm going to make this hair work. And he just starts pumping the goo in. And, you know, you can probably feel it in your scalp, like that it's going to make that hair last a long time, that this is actually a wonderful thing. But then there's like a little trail of goo that kind of dribbles out the side. And you realize there's this cold draft of an open window, and then a large tongue kind of goes and licks up the back of your head. And the elf says, Donner, stop it. Do not lick the toys, Donner. This is Donner the reindeer. And Donner has developed a taste for fresh, gooey toys. You might not know it, but reindeer can talk here at the North Pole. And Donner looks around and says, "Hey, Bibby, I'd like to invite you to a party."
Like I'd go anywhere with you.
Says, "Look, trust me, man. Like the North Pole is dull. Like we gotta throw some parties from time to time, and I can tell you are the right sort of doll for my party. It's gonna have all the glitz, all the glamour."
Oh, really? Was that before or after you licked me?
I was just making sure you're of a quality, a flavor, if you will. I look for a certain profile for my guests.
Are you planning on eating me? Do you eat all your guests?
Oh, no, you're mistaking me for the other Donner party. That's you. No. No, I'm but a magical reindeer, and one night a year I drive a sleigh, and the other 364 nights a year I throw parties.
Well, generally, if I'm being licked, I like to be asked to be licked first. Will there be more licking at this party?
Yes, there will be licking at this party.
Well, now I have to go.
Excellent.
When is it?
The eve before the eve.
Well, I'm supposed to get on this sleigh to go to some kid's house. I mean, I don't know if I can go. I don't know.
Oh, the dress you have on is fine. Honestly, it's
No, it's not that. It's more than fine. It's fantastic. It's immaculate. It's beautiful. But no, some kid wished for me, and I'm supposed to be going with Santa. So I mean, I don't know if I can go.
Oh, but this is you won't miss the sleigh. I guarantee it. It's going to be just fine.
Okay, but like if I miss the sleigh, it's kind of a big deal.
Keep that. The sleigh does not leave without me. Like I am one of the team.
Oh, I guess you're right. Oh.
Yeah, you know that song, that Dasher, Dancer. Those guys, like they're like the third string deers.
Yeah, but don't you come later in the song, like Donner and Blitzen?
Yeah,
like you're like towards the end.
It's like I don't know. It's like one of those baseball things. Like the fourth player is the batter up. Bring him home one.
I don't know anything about sports.
Neither does this reindeer.
All right. Well, you're lucky you're cute. Fine. I'll come. But you have to promise me something.
Oh, what's that?
Well, if I start to, leak, like, don't bring attention to it.
Yeah, I know I've talked a lot here, but I can keep my mouth shut.
Well,
trust me.
For both of our sakes, I hope so.
Excellent.
He's going around licking glue. His mouth's going to be shut pretty tight.
That's a good point. Very good point. Oh my God. And Amanda, I just saw the chat. I bet he knows reindeer games. Excellent. All right, let's pause here with Bibby and Donner for a moment. What else do we have? Smooch, I feel like with your cotton stuffing bursting out here, I'm gonna make use of this. There's an elf who is desperate to slip some contraband out of the North Pole, and they're jamming something up into your innards there. What kind of contraband is it, or what's this elf trying to smuggle out of the North Pole?
Oh my gosh. I mean, clearly it has to be crushed candy canes. That is what elves would snort to get their
Nice.
jollies.
I love it. I'm just picturing, like, how many borders does Santa's sleigh cross in a night? Like the customs control is going to be insane. Yeah, I love it. All right.
I don't think Santa has to go through customs.
The elf doesn't know that. The elf has no idea. All right, so this elf's like, you know, crushing up the candy cane, wrapping it up in those little wrappers, pushing the bonbons up inside, and is like, "Look, Robo-Dog, I know you know what I'm up to, but you keep your mouth shut. Got it?"
I don't know, man. I don't know about this.
I can pass you over to programming elf, and he can just wipe you like right back to factory reset. So like, you got to help me, I help you.
Where are you even putting those things? Are you putting those in my battery compartment?
Well, it's the easiest way to get it out later. Like it's a shipment. Trust me. Like I got a side hustle. I gotta get out of here. Like this job is dead end. It's taking me nowhere. And they point down at their legs.
But I'm specifically advertised as batteries included. The kid's gonna expect me to be working right out of the box.
They'll be there. Like that's part of the fun of the joy of Christmas is the assembly required. The
It's super not. I'm a 2-minute-old toy, and I know that. Look, just find a different place for the candy. Like, give me a little bit more belly or something, and put your stuff there, and put my batteries in, and I say nothing. I'm the quietest talking dog you ever saw.
Oh, all right. He looks around. You drive a hard bargain, and he like leans over to Scissors Elf and grabs the scissors from Scissors Elf and is like surgically opening your abdomen and stitching some stuff up.
Does that hurt?
I was about to say, I feel like this is either a risk or a ruin roll. Is it a risk roll? Do you have any skills?
I have a bite and a bark. Neither of which I think I agreed explicitly not to use either of those.
Yeah.
I have lights. I don't think any of those are going to help me when somebody's cutting me up.
I think let's just call it a ruin roll here as he stitches you.
I mean, you could use the lights to like help guide, surgery.
That's true. Guide the surgery.
All right, I will flash my little, the lights are in my eyes, of course, my light up eyes. So I look down so that he's got more light to work by.
Nice. Excellent. All right. So you're using your skill in lights. It's going to give you a light die. Do we have any devil's bargains with this little risk roll? They can give you an extra light die to beef up your chances of success, essentially.
No matter what, the batteries are overcharged.
Overcharged?
Yeah, that's a thing I just made up. I don't know if that's a real thing, but it means they might explode.
No matter what, something from the workshop crawls inside and gets sewn up inside of you.
Oh man, those are both really good. I think I will take Amanda's because it goes on theme with my whole the elves overdo things.
Right.
As an act of rebellion. So
yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 2 light dice. Let's say take a dark die because your abdomen is open.
Yeah.
So 2 light, 1 dark, please.
Ooh. Okay, I got lights, I got a 5 and a 6, and dark I got a 5.
Light 6, that is a clean success. Do you want to describe how it goes here?
Yeah, they cut open my abdomen and they add a patch so that I've got like a little pot belly, and they wrap the crushed peppermint candy stuff in a little bit of cotton batting, and they push that into the new pot belly, and then they stitch it all up neatly, and they put my batteries back in.
That's awesome.
Thank you kindly.
I don't know. I'm picturing the elf wearing one of those little tiny hats with the cotton thing at the end, and they kind of like do a little like tip of the hat. I want to have you take 2 conditions: supercharged for the devil's bargain.
Okay.
That will surely go off later at some point, and then what? Patched candy belly, something like that.
Mule.
Mule, there you go. Yes. Or in a word, mule.
Peppermint mule.
Yeah. Perfect.
And overcharged.
All right. Um. So, by the way, is it Sarge or like
Sarge,
Sarge?
Sarge,
Sarge, Sarge,
Sarge, Sarge.
Sarge. Okay.
You can just call me Sarge.
Oh, I really want to call you Sarge. I just want to make sure I have the accent on the right
Yeah.
part of the name and rank. Um, so Sarge. What have we got here? Oh man, these are both good. All right, embroidery elf is like kind of making do because some of your military uniform that elf's on cigarette break or whatever elves without legs do for breaks. And embroidery elf is kind of stepping in trying to help sew here. But embroidery elf wants the world to know something and figures that the bravado of Sergeant Sokka McFisto product line is maybe the place to tuck in this embroidery. What regretful slogan does the elf add to your uniform?
What would an elf? I'm feeling like this elf is trying to get its activist notes like out there to the world. So I think it would be something simple, something easy for children to read.
May I suggest give peace a chance?
I like that one. I like that a lot. No, I think it's just a giant peace sign.
Oh, all right. Giant peace sign. Yep.
With a smiley face.
Good. All right. I'm going to keep this going for a second. So you've got this smiley face peace sign embroidery, and as the embroidery elf sort of sets you down to go on to other work, puts you back on the conveyor belt, you're like going on down. You hear a little flutter of wings. This tiny being lands near you, and they're just like there's like an odor of caramelized sugar that floats across the air, and it's a sugar plum fairy who says, "Hey, you're Sarge, aren't you?"
Yeah. Listen, I'm standing at attention right now. What do you need? Gotta make this quick.
Well, I can see from that symbol on your vest that you're different. You're not like the other Sergeant McFistos.
I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm smarter.
It's a peace symbol, but okay, whatever. But look, here's the thing. I got to get out of the North Pole because have you seen what they do to those elves? The legs?
They look happy to me.
I've got wings. I can fly as long as I'm not like, locked down
and
to the
fly
floor.
Away.
Turbulence, wind turbulence. You wouldn't believe the wind at the North Pole. He says, look, you got to help me. Just, can you just disguise me as a toy and get me aboard that sleigh? Just please.
Feel like this might be a dereliction of your duty. Are you, running away from something there, kid?
I'm an undercover operative for the... And then he's like, Sugar Plum Fairy's trying to think back through like all the advertisements for Sergeant Sokka McFisto for the anti-dino cartel. And if you can get me out...
ADC, do you have any ID?
No, they don't even let Sugar Plum Fairies have clothes. Are you kidding me? We don't have ID. But you got to get me out of here. It's
Smart.
important. It's a secret mission. Just disguise me as anything.
Okay. We're coming around the corner here. There's going to be a bucket on the side.
Check.
In that bucket, you'll see all the pieces of Mr. Potato Head.
Roger.
What you need to do, I'll cause a distraction. And you go get some pieces to make yourself look like a potato head.
All right, I can do that.
Do you understand me, Private?
Yes, sir, Sergeant, sir. All right, what skills are you going to use to cause your distraction here while Sugar Plum Fairy goes for the potato parts?
I'm still really interested in this army stuff, but I'm going to save it for later. I think the skill I'm going to do is flex. And I'm going to flex my big stretchos.
All right, so you're just like going down the conveyor belt, like doing the muscle poses.
Yeah.
and you want the whole
I'm also
workshop
like,
to look
because
at
I
you.
got my weaponry and stuff. I'm like, duh.
Nice.
You know, gotta do it. I don't know how to hold a gun. I've never held a gun. I don't know. I'm Canadian, guys. I don't know how this works. And then like, you know, muscles, gun, kick pose.
Yeah. All right. Love it. So you got a light die for your flex skill. Devil's Bargains, anyone?
Think your flexing causes your stretcho arm to split at one of the seams because that happened constantly to stretchy toys. And it exposes like the skinny rod down the middle of your arm that's the actual armature. Oh, you don't want your kid to see that.
No matter what, your flexing is so magnificent that it stirs something in the Sugar Plum Fairy, and they need you. They need to have you. They need to be with you.
Can I withdraw mine?
Jack, you and I play way too many games together because you know how to get me.
Yeah, I had something similar, but
I'm taking
that was worded way better than my idea. So yes. All right.
Yes. I want the sexy tension between the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Sergeant Sokka McFisto.
Yes, that sounds excellent. All right, 2 light dice. Take it away.
2 light, no dark?
No dark. I don't think so. I don't think you're risking much yet.
I got a 4.
All right. Success with complication.
I can add a dark die and re-roll, and I think I'm gonna.
Okay.
Is that part of the rules in this?
Yes, one? It is still part of the rules, okay. Yeah. The rules are unchanged other than what I mentioned before about 1 less skill and 1.
Yeah, since my I didn't have any dark dice and no, so that means dark wasn't high. I can re-roll by and add a dark dice. So I have 2 light, 1 dark. Roll 4 dark. So, and that's the highest.
All right,
4 again, but
4.
And my ruin goes up by 1.
All right.
Worth it.
So you got some toy weaponry, right? Do you have a toy backpack? Like is your sort of your military gear like?
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones that's like strapped to like, strapped around my waist and my shoulders. And I think I have another like leg holster one.
Got it.
For my bullets and stuff.
All right.
Leg pouch.
Yeah. I think right now they're just holding my spare parts. All right. That's my feature.
I think the complication is that one of your legs gets caught and kind of elongated on the conveyor belt before you can disentangle it. So you got like an awkward long leg limp.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna hold off on switching it out because I have a spare leg, but I only have 1.
Nice.
And what if something else happens on this journey? So I'm gonna leave the long leg.
All right. Yeah. So on your conditions, we add elongated leg, and then how do we want to phrase this? Sugar Plum Fairy sexual tension.
Yep. Perfect. Sure.
No notes.
All right.
Sometimes just saying it like it is the best way.
Right. And for children watching at home, ask your parents. Where are we at? Where'd that piece of paper go? There it is. So the Sugar Plum Fairy is following your orders here and making their move on the Mr. Potato Head parts. They're kind of like frantically holding up the eyes, and the eyes are like so big for the little Sugar Plum Fairy body, and they put on a little plastic hat, and then they get the nose, and then they get the mustache, and they're like, yeah, this mustache. And like, oh no, I don't know, does Sergeant Sokka McFisto like mustaches? It's so hard to decide. And you start to realize that they're really dressing for you. They're like trying to think like, what would Sarge think is enticing and alluring and such. And from there, I don't know enough about Mr. Potato Head parts to know what would be alluring out of plastic clothing. But
I think as Sarge comes around the like turn on the treadmill thing, he's pulling his leg up out of the thing it got caught in, and it's like if he's, I don't know, the size of a hand, his leg is now also the length of a hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's really long. And he's sort of dragging it up and kind of mushing it back into a semblance of a shape, some kind of shape, and turns toward the Sugar Plum Fairy. And I think in that moment, time stops. And it's like a slowdown, and then there's sparkles in the air. And he's looking at the giant plastic lips, the giant eyes.
Nice. The lips.
And just, yeah, like the romance song that's gonna be the theme of this movie plays in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you realize that the sparkle in the air is just an elf gently sprinkling glitter as you're passing down the conveyor belt, and the romantic song you're hearing is a couple of elves that are kind of like trying to do their own little version of the Sergeant Sokka McFisto theme song, but then giving it like a little romantic interlude bridge kind of piece. And a couple of the elves kind of like, you know, gently hold hands, and they're like, "Oh, the magic we work here. It's just this is the best part of this job."
I think Sarge unknowingly raises a hand and puts it over the peace sign and just sort of touches it gently.
Oh, the magic.
Love changes a person.
Instant star for that. Oh man. All right. And yeah, I'm seeing the note in the chat that Mr. Potato Heads are hollow, but I didn't think about that. I just pictured a Sugar and Plum Fairy trying to grab parts from
that makes it better. That makes it better. Like the idea that like this very obvious solution was right there, and instead she's like got the lips for Mr. Potato Head clenched in her teeth, and she's like trying to tangle the eyes in her hair to keep them attached to her. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Brian, what pronouns does the Sugar Plum Fairy use? Because I think I was using he, him, but
What's your preference? Doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Sugar Plum Fairies are any
and all
pronouns? Right? Perfect. Love it. Easy.
All right. So yeah, Sugar Plum Fairy. I know. Initially, they're like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah," and then they realize they've got the lips still in their mouth, and they pull it out, and they're like, "This is perfect. Thank you. Let's go." And then back in disguise, and off you go. Alrighty. Where did we leave Bibby at? Bibby was going to a party.
Yeah.
All right. Bibby, as your, you know, the elves are kind of wrapping up the procedure of your creation here. By the way, for everybody, just Bibby here, if you have not yet, formally add your misfit to your character keeper, like turn it on, essentially, and then your ruin should go up by 1. It's not a ruin roll, it's just that you're gaining this new power, and there's a cost to the misfit. Bibby, the elves are wrapping up construction here, and you hear this like kind of squeaky wheel noise. And an elf rolls up. Their hips are simply 2 wheels. Their legs are no more. And these tiny rusty wheels. And the elf hands you a little formal invitation sealed in wax. It says, "This is yours."
What is this for?
None know the secrets of the party of elves and reindeer.
Ew, elves are going to be there?
Not any longer. That's centuries ago. The elves are no longer invited. And
okay, good.
They roll away. And you're left with this paper invitation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you know if Rudolph's going to be there?
Certain esteemed dignitaries don't have to follow all the customs of the North Pole. But I'm sure Rudolph will be there, if only to gaze upon your glorious visage.
Okay, thank you. You can leave me away. Go now. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
All right, the elf, head hanging low, rolls away. You know, this invitation is, of course, from Donner, but, you know, gives you a time of arrival and such, and a kind of a crudely drawn in charcoal map of the workshop and how to somehow get out of that to the reindeer stables. And it says, P.S. Dress warm.
Yeah, no, I don't, because I'm made of plastic. So I've got, my best little like cocktail dress on. I imagine it's, like a kind of a really tight fitting like leopard print number. And, I don't have articulation, so I'm just sort of hopping along. My permanently pointed toes are in these sort of clunky hot pink platform shoes. And, because I'm a knockoff, the paint job is a little weird. So, the face is all kind of like to one side, as is the bulk of the hair. But yeah, I'm on my way. I've got my little like plastic purse too, matches, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't open up, but it matches.
Nice. All right, you're slugging through the snow. There is indeed a light on in the stables, and you can hear kind of the clinking of glasses and the murmur of conversation, and a dim thrum of music, kind of snow boots and pants or something going on. In opening the door to the stable, it just sort of falls eerily silent.
Hello.
And then you hear Donner's voice. Oh, everyone! This is the guest that I told you about. Come in, baby. Come in. We've been waiting.
Yeah, Donner. I'm getting kind of really weird vibes from you all right now. Like, is everything cool? Have you guys been doing candy canes again?
The door to the stables closes shut behind you. And Donner says, "We've laid a place at the table for you here, baby. Come over, have a drink. It's gonna be great."
Where's Rudolph at?
Oh, he'll be here shortly, I'm sure. Light of the party and all that,
Well, duh, that's why I'm here.
There's a table setting that is clearly meant for reindeer, not for dolls at all.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, just have a little bit of hay. It's
I don't eat.
good for the constitution.
I don't. What is going on here?
True.
I don't.
There is some fine eggnog you might enjoy.
I don't drink.
Oh man, what do you do for fun?
I shop.
Shopping. Oh yes.
I put on clothes. I take them off and put on other clothes.
Oh well, we can arrange some clothes, and then Donner starts kind of pawing through. There's this enormous pile of previously discarded doll clothes. The dolls are nowhere to be seen.
These are kind of ugly though, like really out of date. Like, did you like kill a bunch of dolls from the 70s?
If a reindeer can make a noise like, it kind of makes a noise like that. What are you talking about? And then starts trying to shove hay back over the pile of clothing.
Well, I mean, who wears bell bottoms anymore?
If you're gonna not wear these clothes, then I don't even know why you're shopping here.
Well, I didn't think I'd be coming to a party that was basically like a Goodwill.
We're at the North Pole. Our shopping options are limited. We make and deliver the toys rather
Well,
than.
why don't you make me some decent clothing then?
You raise a point there, and then in this moment, there's like you see your own shadow cast upon Donner, illuminated by this red backlight, and all the reindeer fall silent as Rudolph enters the room.
Oh my God, Rudy, hi. Hi, I'm Bibby.
What are you hoping happens here with Rudolph?
That he sees me and like wants to talk and hang and maybe like watch me hold a drink.
All right. Bibby, what skill do you think might fit here?
I've got a couple I think would work. I've got decorum and audacity. I think I'm gonna use audacity though, because I'm audacious enough to go after the head honcho.
Yes. Yeah. Fantastic. So you get a light die for that. Devil's Bargains. You said you were in a leopard print dress, right?
Yeah.
I think that Rudolph is going to want like a little snippet of that leopard print to like kind of decorate their whatever you call it thing, like dog collar, like a reindeer collar.
Yeah.
They want to spice up their reindeer collar with a little snippet of leopard print, so your dress is going to end up being I don't know, like a mini skirt or something.
I mean, it's already a mini skirt. Maybe it'll just be like a two-piece now.
All right, there you go. Any other Devil's Bargains? And you can decline it if you don't like it.
No matter what, the goo explodes from your head a little.
I have ideas for that. AJ, do you have one?
I think that when you cut to get a leopard spot to give to Rudolph, the clothes start unraveling. And so you are in danger that when you get there, you will be flashing your new kid.
Oh no. I don't want that to happen. Oh no. I'm naked. Yeah. Nudity isn't a devil's bargain, it's just a way of life. I'm gonna take the glue from Amanda's. I think that'll be gross and fun.
All right, 2 light dice for you.
6 light.
Nice. Clean success. Do you want to describe it?
Yeah, I think I think Rudolph kind of like saunters down, and he's got a lot of aura. He's got a lot of like swag, and he like claps down, and he sees Bibby, and his eyes meet hers, which again are kind of off to the left a little bit. But he kind of like like sidles up beside her, and it's like, "Sup?" And Bibby is like with her unmoving hand, sort of like trying to reach up to twirl her hair seductively, but of course she can't reach it because she doesn't have articulation. And she's like, nothing. It's just, I heard you'd be here, and I don't know, it seemed like a cool party to come to. And Rudolph's like, that's cool. And Bibby sort of leans in and says, why don't we just kind of like, go to our own little party? And I think Rudolph's nose kind of like flashes red in excitement. It's like, yeah, that's cool. And but as she's sort of like there, kind of like leaning in, trying to be cute, trying to like flirt, he says, you're leaking. And she's kind of smiling, and we see just like this, what looks like this giant glob of white snot pouring out of her nose, kind of falling into her mouth. And she goes, oh, sorry, that happens, especially when I'm hot. And she sucks the goo back through her mouth, swallowing it up.
Oh, poor Bibby. Oh, Lordy. I think
I feel like anyone who has had a head cold recently is like, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, exactly. I think Donner, seeing this gooey drool, is starting to like trot over in that sort of slow way that reindeer do when they're stalking things, and is gonna come up and like he's like angling to lick you, and Rudolph, the nose flares once more and says, "No, this one's mine."
Yeah, back off, creep.
Yeah. And if you're okay with it, I think from there, Bibby and Rudolph exit the stables and we fade to black.
Oh, yeah. Imagine Bibby comes back out, though, at some point when they're done. And she was leaking more goo, and so she's got, like, hay stuck to her head. And
Excellent. All right. Let me close out Act 2 here with a little transition, and then we'll take a little break. So we transition to Act 3. The northern lights cast a gentle glow as snowflakes drift about. Bells jingle softly, and flying reindeer snort impatiently. Ground control elf gives the approval for departure. The elves give you all a hearty fare thee well, and then scramble back to the workshop. I guess, sorry, that was written before I knew they didn't have legs. From within the workshop, the elves give you a hearty fare thee well. And then a question for y'all. How do they celebrate their one night without the big red man watching over them? I can paste it in 1 second.
They cry because during the other 364 days of the year, they're working, and to work is to not feel. And should they show any kind of expression, of course, that's punishment. But now that Santa's not here and the reindeer aren't here to rat them out, they weep together.
While they're weeping together, I think what they also do is sing. And while they cannot dance with their legs, they can move their arms very delicately and gently. And I think this is like a Cats situation where they all introduce themselves, and then at the end of their songs, one of them gets to I don't know, like rise up into the heavens, free from Santa and this horrible existence forever.
Wow.
I think that part of the overusing of supplies means that things get ordered in larger quantities so that there are more leftovers when it comes to Christmas time. So all these elves are sniffing glue and paint. It was all a ruse just to get some substances.
Excellent.
I'll add to that, if I could, that they're crying as they're sort of huffing the paint and celebrating and weeping for the Jellicle elf that gets to leave. That the scene sort of starts to take on like a sort of midsummer-esque, like mutual mourning, where they're all sort of heaving and weeping in unison at the same time.
Wow. All right. On that festive note, no, that was fantastic. Let us take a little break here. I'm going to pause the recording. All right. The start of Act 3 here as you depart the North Pole. Act 3, a visit to the mall. With a crack of his whip, reindeer charge forward and Santa's sleigh launches into the air. City lights twinkle far below. For you, it's a once-in-a-lifetime sleigh ride through the night sky. But Santa, he's flown this path 1,000 times. This night, he takes an egocentric detour. There's a shopping mall with a Santa lookalike contest, and last year he came in second place. He guides the sleigh towards his personal side quest and lands on the roof of the parking garage. While Santa's competing, you're going to be left unattended. A toy abandoned in a shopping mall on Christmas Eve. There must be something you can find or do to make yourself more desirable to the child. I'm going to give you a couple ideas. I'm open to other ideas. It's a shopping mall. I'm sure you've all seen one before. One, you're a toy. You don't have money, but you could shoplift something that would make you more desirable. You could just simply enjoy the wonderful evening you're having and sing carols and swig eggnog with children in the mall.
Jack's expression.
Not gonna happen.
I would rather shoplift. Thank you.
I'm open to other ideas of whatever mischief you want to get up to also. I'm just tossing out a couple ideas. I've got more things planned.
I don't think I want to shoplift from a store, but the letter that my kids sent in specifically said they wanted me to be the cuddliest, huggiest smooch the pooch that there is. And there's got to be some kind of grandma knitting around here that I can steal stuff from to be more cuddly.
Yep.
So I'm going to go look for that.
All right.
I think there's a moment where, while we're in the mall, that I see myself for what I am, which is a knockoff. And knowing that the child specifically requested like the latest model of fashion doll, Barbies, whatever. I don't want to shoplift, but I do want to destroy the other Barbies. I'm gonna kill the competition.
This is gonna be good. All right, Sarge, any thoughts that what you might want to get to in a mall?
Yeah, I need to be the strongest of all of the Sergeant Sock and McFistos there ever was. So I need to go to the, I don't know what they're called in the States, but like the supplement store. I need to get like
a GNC.
I need to get swole. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. All right. Man, where do we start? Let's start with Smooch the Pooch, TM. Do y'all know what yarn bombing is?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, like people knit around a part of the landscape or like a bench or something.
Yeah.
Put a little sleeve on it.
Yeah. So like you're walking through the mall and you realize that there's some yarn decor that maybe wasn't planned by the mall's whatever committee of decor that they have. Because there's sort of a Yarn Bombers Unite message sort of carefully crocheted into these bits of yarn, leading you like they're like arrows pointing towards this store down at the end there. I'm trying to think of a really clever name for it. I don't know. What's a good name for a yarn store?
Yarn Barn?
Yarn Barn. That sounds real, but all right. Yarn Barn it is. So yeah, there's the Yarn Barn down at the end. Smooch Pooch, like, generally speaking, toys try to prevent themselves from being witnessed in action by adults in motion, you know what I mean? But you're a robo dog. What's your strategy?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My phone rang.
Oh, that's right. I think generally speaking, animate toys like you all try to hide your live nature from adults.
Right.
So you're not going to walk in front of an adult, but you're a robo dog.
It's totally fine for me.
Yeah, so you just like pretend you're wound up and down the promenade.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk. Like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Your avatar with what you just said was flawless.
I know what I'm doing, man.
Right. Excellent. A number of people are the people shopping are like, "Oh, look at that! That's adorable. Where do we get one?" And a couple of kids are like, "Mommy, I want it! I want it!"
I do a flip.
Yeah, kids are going nuts. Parents are restraining their children from just grabbing you. Somebody's convinced that this is somebody's like filming a, what do you call it, like a flash mob TikTok something or another. People are convinced that they're on camera right now, and they're like, "Oh, act cool, act cool!" Like it's it's a commercial or something. It's one of those things. And so you just straight through the front door of the Yarn Barn. Yeah, are you gonna gather up some stuffing?
Yeah, I think what I want to do, I think what would be really cozy, is if I had, like, I have a shirt you can see in my avatar. This, Robo Dog, Swoosh the Pooch comes with a shirt on, but I want to be super cozy. I need like a cardigan over this shirt, right? But I don't know how to get that. I don't know how to turn this yarn into that. So I guess what I'm gonna do is find a yarn skein of the appropriate size, and I'm just gonna walk through the middle of it and get it around me, and that'll be like I'll have a yarn tube top essentially around my middle.
Nice. All right.
Also, that'll keep in the crushed peppermint belly that I've got going, which feels a little saggy and uncertain to me.
All right. Oh, nice. I just saw the names in the for the yarn being the skein walkers or the nitwits. Excellent. Anyway, we'll work them in a second. So you're walking through the yarn, trying to wrap it into your sort of midriff thing. Let me give you a little bit more and then have you figure out a skill here for a risk roll. It's Christmas Eve, but this is also it's a special night at the yarn barn. The Nitwits are a group of elderly ladies who have no family, and they gather here on Christmas Eve to try and assuage their loneliness by knitting various toys for children and things like that. And you see all these like half finished knit dolls like laying on the ground, like looks like carnage if there weren't these pleasant ladies like cleverly like using those little crochet needles. And one of them, she's got a rocking chair. You can tell she's the matron. She's like, "Oh, that's one of those. What do they call them? Cyber dogs. Not my style. Not my style at all. What about you, Agnes?" And from there, the Nitwits are chattering about whether it would be a kindness to knit something adorable for the robo-dog, or whether that's a technological blasphemy that should not happen in this day and age. Do you have a skill that might convince these elderly ladies to knit your sweater for you, Smooch the Pooch?
I have a bark and it's adorable. So
bark skill.
and I have a bite with a Y, which means that I'm intelligent. So I overhear them and I play into it. So I time my bark and flip to maximum cuteness. Like when they say, "Oh, what if we made a little sweater for that cute little robo dog?" I'm like, "Bark, bark, bark, bark," and do a flip.
Nice. Light die for that. Devil's Bargains. I want to play off your bite skill, BYTE. One of these grannies is complaining about the mall music and that it's like just not of the right era. It's like Christmas music is not what it used to be. And maybe you can Bluetooth a little bit of more appropriate Christmas music that she would find pleasing.
I will do you one better, and I will do the barking dog jingle bells.
No matter what, you said you're flipping, right?
Yeah, I'm doing flips.
As you flip, your stomach tears open and the candy cane falls out.
Oh no.
And it falls out in front of security.
Oh no.
I can't do any better than that.
No matter what, this is when your batteries explode and you become like a rocket power dog.
Rocket powered dog. Is that what that does? It doesn't just like burn a hole in me and spill out toxic
I imagine it'll
chemicals.
probably do that too, but starts off one way.
Oh, those are both really good. I do like firing the Chekhov's gun of the candy, especially since I was specifically trying to conceal it with this ploy. So I think I'll go with that one.
All right.
All right, so that's
two light
one
dice.
dark?
Yeah, go for it.
No dark?
I don't think you're risking mind or body yet. Do you disagree?
I don't think so. I will go ahead with this, and I got a 5.
All right. What would the complication be? You said you were going to do the barking Jingle Bell song, right?
Yes.
That's the one. Yes. The complication will be that that's going to keep playing sporadically for the rest of the evening.
Okay.
If you don't like that, and possibly if others don't like that, you could add a dark die and roll all 3 dice if you wish.
No, I think that's funny.
Right.
I'll keep it.
All right. So add a condition of, I don't know, Jingle Bells Bark Song or something.
Okay.
On repeat and or sporadic. And do you want to describe the way you cajole one of these grannies into knitting you the adorable sweater that you desire? And how your
Uh,
candy cane stomach bursts out? Maybe I can take the candy cane.
yeah, I start doing the jingle bell bark. You heard it. I'm not going to do it again. And doing the flip, and I flip right to her feet, the one that seems most sympathetic and also does not have a project on her needles currently. So I
Hmm.
thought she would be the most likely to start one for me. And she's like, "Oh, how cute, how cute." And she scratches my head. And so to kind of try to seal the deal, I try to do like a triple flip. Oh, Smooch is not built to do it 3 times in a row. It's I spin too fast and the seam on the belly they sewed for me comes loose and I start spilling out some candies uh right in front of the security guard who was coming over to see what the noise was.
Phew, all right. You hear that squeak of what are those things called? The security rides on the wheels.
Segway?
Segway, thank you. You hear the squeak of the wheels of the Segway. Security says, "Hang on a minute here," and he talks into his walkie-talkie. He's like, "I got a situation with the you're not gonna believe it, but the nitwits again." Um, and you hear like I'll be there in a minute. Hold him off." Um, and the security guy turns off the Segway. I don't even know how they work. He turns off the Segway and hopefully it stays upright. But he gets off and he says, "Is what I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, really, on Christmas Eve of all nights?" And he's not really paying so much attention to you as the nitwits a bit. And they're like, no, it's and one of them, she's got a sweet tooth. She knows exactly what that is, and she knows what it's worth. And she's trying to sort of go through her handbag, pulling out like Werthers, being like, maybe we could make a deal to the security guard, like, maybe a mint. Um, Trying to bargain with him, and he says, "We've had this conversation before. You can't bring the non-mall branded toys into the mall." He says, I'm just gonna have to take this." And he goes to scoop down and grab Smooch the Pooch.
No.
Let's pause there with Smooch the Pooch in jeopardy. Um, where are we at? Let's go over to Sarge in a supplement store. Um,
Yeah.
Sarge, how do you make your way into the supplement store?
I think it's just a matter of finding somebody who slow walks. It's a mall. We know there's a slow walker. Finding
Mm-hmm.
the person who slow walks and just sort of slowly keeping behind their foot where nobody can see. Everyone's going to be so annoyed by their slow walking, they're not going to be paying attention to their feet.
Oh, nice. That's good. So you're just like following on their heels.
Yeah.
Good. I'm picturing a little bit of the like military, like hut 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 or whatever noises that.
Yeah. I think I'm doing them quietly under my breath, but I'm still doing them.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Put.
Good. You get into the supplement store. Who knew there were so many supplements? A critical question: can Sarge read?
I think he can read basic stuff like the word army, the word navy, the word marines, basic stuff.
Man, I'm picturing
He goes by symbols mostly. That's just easier for him.
I'm picturing the immense jar that says, he can read marine, and it goes on with fish oil supplements.
Yeah.
And that's probably the one that's the jar that's most appealing, but it's way up on that shelf. How are you going to get it?
Think Is my pal the Sugar Plum Fairy still around?
Oh yeah, that Sugar Plum Fairy's going nowhere without you.
Yeah. I don't want to make too much noise because I imagine I'm like hiding underneath a shelf or something.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's here with me, I think I'm gonna say, hey, I need you to step up for me, soldier. Can you do that?
Oh, anything for you, Sarge.
I forgot my name was Sarge. Sorry. Dumb. Okay. I need you to go up there and knock that bottle down. When you do, I'm gonna run out and grab one of the supplements. Because it's gonna break. Obviously, there's a glass bottle. I can tell from here. I know glass when I see it. And I'm gonna grab one of the things in there. You see, I need it. I need to be the strongest, toughest sergeant there is.
Well, you're so big and strong already, Sarge. But if you want to get more swole, let's do it. All right. Feels like you're using.
Sorry, I got distracted looking at your beautiful lips. What did you say?
It's not important. This feels like your skill with army stuff is coming in as you strategize the maneuver.
Army stuff.
Yeah, army stuff. All right. Devil's bargains for a Sugar Plum Fairy and a sergeant.
No matter what, you will notice in like maybe a shopping bag of somewhat of like a family maybe that's in here, you will notice a Miss Sergeant Sokka McFisto doll, the one that you longed for all your life.
My devil's bargain is that the Sugar Plum Fairy is not really all that coordinated, and multiple supplement bottles are going to come crashing down, and you're going to get a commingled mix of stuff that might be like vitamin D and like caffeine and opioids and Lord knows what. It's just going to be a cocktail of powder.
Oh my.
Listen, if I know anything about like pseudoscience, it's that the more you dilute a thing, the more effect it has.
Nice.
Yeah.
The more that you mix it with other things. Yeah.
I have a proposal, which is that the Sugar Plum Fairy succeeds in knocking down what you want, but in the process, she loses all her potato head parts, and that's what was doing it for you. So now you've got this Sugar Plum Fairy who's deeply in love with you, and you are not having it anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. That's peak drama.
Really
I was gonna go with Mrs. Sarge, because Mrs. Sergeant Sokka McFisto is hilarious.
It is,
but this is peak drama. Yeah.
All right, 2 light dice.
1 light for my army stuff and 1 light for really just having a thing for a potato head.
Yep.
That's a 5.
All right.
You know what? I'm gonna add a dark die and re-roll because I think I can get a 6. And this is a one shot, and I'm just gonna play this character into the ground. 5 dark.
Nice.
So my ruin goes up to 5.
Ruin goes up to 5. All right.
Did not gain anything except ruin. And I think what's ruining me is I see as this fluttering happens, as the Sugar Plum Fairy flies up and starts to push the bottle down, they find that their potato head pieces are getting in the way, and so they fling them off over the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it just, again, it's in slow motion, the eyes falling down, landing on the ground, and the lips falling down, landing on the ground. The eyes fall right in the puddle of where somebody who just walked in with their boots on and still dripping like gross, nasty brown snow.
Yeah.
And it's like looking like the eyes are crying. And I look up at the Sugar Plum Fairy, and he's just a sugar plum fairy, you know? There wasn't anything special about him this whole time.
No.
Yeah. Will you take the condition potatoes have eyes? Question mark. All right, but you do get your marine supplement. Do you immediately ingest one giant capsule, or what do you do with this?
Yeah, I think I do, but I think I have to like break into it because it's like the
Okay.
size of my head, right?
Yeah.
You know, these
Hmm.
these if you've ever had a vitamin supplement, they're huge, they're monstrous.
Yeah.
So I think I have to like bust into it, bust through the gel or whatever the opening is.
I mean, with your
It's fish
flexy
oil.
arms, you could like octopus tentacle this thing and like.
Yeah, like screwdriver it off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the idea. And then I just sort of gulp it back
Nice. Chugging
with
and let the
my
swell
mouth
begin.
that I have.
Right. All right.
Sarge, now with mouth that opens. Why? No one knows.
Yeah, it's got one of those clickers on the back of his neck that like a Pez
All the better
dispenser.
to give orders with. Beautiful. All right, let's head over to Bibby and burn down some Barbies. Jack, are you heading to the Barbie shop? Or is Bibby heading to the Barbie shop proper?
I am, but first, you said that the reindeer are here with me, right? Like they're parked
yeah.
outside.
Yeah, they're parked outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the front and I'm gonna say to Rudolph, Rudy, I need your help.
And Rudy, kind of gently like brushes a little bit of the hay from your hair with his hoof. Says, "What is it? My cream puff."
Well, you see that there's these girls who are really mean to me, and they're all in the same store downstairs, and well, like they're all super mean and they're super bitchy, and if the child picks them up, like the child's going to turn out to be like a really rude, evil piece of crap, and so I just need you to help me, like, start a little fire.
Doing it for the children. All right. Man, is the role the convincing Rudolph or the fire? Let's just say that we'll see how the fire goes. Rudolph's nose, glows even a little more brighter, and Rudolph leans in and kind of whispers confidentially, like, the red glow in my nose, that's not just light, that's heat, baby.
Oh, I know it is.
And presumably Rudolph like uses their teeth to pop loose their harness, and he said, "Let's go." And now you're trotting into a mall with a flying reindeer.
Mm-hmm. I, of course, jump on his back.
Yep.
And I ride in like Lady Godiva. Yeah, and we're making our way to the toy store.
All right. Looking at your skills for setting a Barbie doll down on fire, Audacity seems appropriate, but do you have something different? Does disguise the way to go about it?
No, I think Audacity will do it. If necessary, I think also maybe the goo is the slime is maybe also flammable.
Mm-hmm.
If we need
Yeah.
something to set ablaze.
All right. Are you hoping Rudolph charges into the front door and just starts like maniacally setting things on fire, or do you have a different plan on?
I'm just wanting him to like barrel in, like help sort of knock them all into a neat little pile, and we'll let fire do the rest.
All right, got it. So a die for the skill of Audacity, Devil's Bargains. that Rudolph's nose does not actually set anything on fire. That you're going to need a lighter or a halogen bulb or something else that actually does flame from this mall to finish the job.
What am I rolling for then?
Oh, that's a good point. What are you rolling for? Never mind. It's a terrible devil's bargain.
I have one. So a burning Barbie doll is extraordinarily gross and toxic. The smoke is black. It smells like poison. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, and so the smoke from a whole store full of Barbies is going to smoke out this entire mall. Everyone is going to evacuate. Even if the fire isn't big enough to set up, like the smoke is just overwhelming. Everyone's going to get one whiff and run. So Santa is going to be furious because his contest was interrupted. So you are going to have to be dealing with an infuriated Santa if you do this.
I also have one. My devil's bargain is no matter what happens with the roll, you find because you are a knockoff, you are made from materials that may not have been approved. And the goo in your head expands significantly.
God.
Oh, no.
That's good. I don't think I have anything better than either of those two. What do you think?
Those are both pretty good. As much as I love the body horror, I kind of want to like go toe to toe with Santa. So I'm going to go with AJ's. And is this risking mind and body?
I feel like flame, yeah. So I'd say 2 light in the dark.
I'd say 4 light.
You're welcome to roll. Definitely welcome to add a dark die and roll again if you wish.
I am.
All right.
6 light.
Ooh, beautiful. You got the dice in your favor today. Well, Rudolph does your bidding and charges in and uses his antlers to start tossing Barbie dolls hither and thither. I feel like there have to be some children who witness this and think that it's part of a Christmas spectacle. Some are overjoyed, some are horrified. Take it from there.
Yes, my love. Destroy them for me. And as Rudolph sort of knocking them off the shelf, I imagine the clerk is like freaking out, and kids are like jumping up and down, screaming and flailing in joy. Rudolph is like hyped up, and so he's like stomping on the dolls as well. And Bibby will sort of scamper up his neck onto his muzzle and pick up the sort of transparent red nose prosthetic that he wears to contain the fire that burns within, and she will lift it off, and his nose just becomes a torrent of flame where he just sort of it's uncontrollable at this point. He's just spraying fire out of his nostrils, burning this pile of glittery plastic into oblivion. Unfortunately, it's flammable to a disgusting degree, and the smoke that emanates from it is thick and acrid and black, and that's when the smoke alarms go off and the sprinklers.
Yep.
And so, unfortunately, because it's burning plastic, it's not as easy enough, just by dumping water on it. That's not going to do it. But it does freak out Rudolph enough. He's like, I got to bail, babe. And he takes he snatches the nose covering out of her hands and puts it back on his face, scampers off, leaving her there in front of the pile of burning. And she's just sort of like letting the glow of the fire sort of glint in her offset eyes, and just watches as her competition melts into one giant plastic puddle.
Oh my God. The screams from that melting plastic puddle are horrifying. Ah, fantastic. All right. Let us hop back to Smooch the Pooch for a moment with this security guard who's just about to commandeer the forbidden property. You hear that kind of klaxon fire alarm first, and then the sprinkler systems kick on in the yarn barn. The nitwits, one of them says, "Not again." But yeah, security. I think he just has to drop Smooch the Pooch, jump on that Segway, and gun it out of there, like taking the corner on one wheel. If that's possible, I don't even know. But guns it out of there, leaving Smooch Pooch in the dust. He yells out something to the extent of, "Nitwits, save yourselves! The mall's on fire."
That's certainly not my job.
Right. Good point. Didn't say that right. Whatever. Goodness, man. Sarge, you probably smell the smoke even before the fire alarm goes off. You've got those preternatural army senses. You know the smell of plastic burning in the morning. What's your move whenever the smoke goes? And also, Smooch the Pooch, what are you going to do as the smoke alarms and sprinklers start cascading off?
I think I am gonna, yeah, since I think I have to give up on getting an actual knit cardigan, I'm gonna just tangle myself up in loose yarn that are like,
If I remember
you
the
know,
dice roll, you succeeded. So
yeah, okay, well,
I think you just popped your candy belly open.
I did pop my candy belly
Yeah. Oh, how about
open.
this? So
Oh,
Agnes
they,
is
I know it.
fast at knitting. She's done already, and she's like squeezing it on you, like this will keep you warm. You're gonna get wet, and like jams it over your head.
Okay, I like that. I like turbo knitting granny. I was gonna say, I think it's funny and gruesome if to do this, she cannibalized one of those half knitted
Oh
projects you
yeah,
mentioned. And so there's like a doll head still attached to this because it was gonna be a whole doll, but
excellent.
now it's a cardigan on me and just has like a loose doll head. Fun little extra. Anyway, I do my little walk, 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 bark, bark thing to get back to the sleigh. I do. I'm gonna do like flips to try to get there faster. The flip is faster than walking, but I'm gonna be more careful about that since apparently I have learned my limits when it comes to flipping.
The image of this is so good, like burning mall and this little dog. Bark, 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 bark. All right, Sarge, what are you doing?
Now that I am fish oiled up and sufficiently tough, I think I'm just gonna head back to where, I don't know, the Santa's bag, wherever he hangs
Yeah,
his.
we left the sleigh on the parking garage roof, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the parking garage.
right,
Garage. Sorry.
excellent.
We don't call it here.
Oh, what is it called
Parking
in Canada?
garage. Parkade.
Oh, go back to the parkade. I'm so
I'm going to
sorry.
the parkade.
That
Yeah,
sounds
you
so
can go to
much
the parking
better.
garage. I'm going to the parkade.
All right, back to the parkade. All right. You know how a lot of malls have that kind of central arena rotunda thing? In the kind of the chaos of Christmas Eve and people shopping, there's you see two of those like little tiny like sort of folksy cars zipping around in circles, and it's the two Santas. One certainly has to be the real one the imposter, but it's difficult to tell them apart even for the three of you. And they're doing a rapid fire toy delivery on the mall. Like they've got to drop off so many toys in so many seconds with their little electric cars. And somehow Santa seems to give each of you a knowing wink, like a little, and he sees the smoke rolling out. He sees the sprinklers turn on, but he's not giving up on this contest. He needs to win. And in that knowing wink, almost magically in your toy brain, you are aware that Santa's not leaving this mall until he wins this contest. and that you somehow have to help him defeat the imposter Santa in this rapid fire toy delivery. And so he's gunning it in his little electric scooter.
Okay. I would like to use my freaky long leg to kick Smooch the Pooch into the path of the other scooter, the not Santa scooter.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
Trying to do a reduction roll here. My ruin at 5.
Oh,
Beautiful. Yes, since your ruin is at 5, you can do reduction rolls.
dishonorable discharge.
You're an enemy. Everyone is an enemy. My mission is to become the child's favorite toy. Right now, the way to do that is by getting Santa into first place in that contest.
I'm pretty sure all I have to do is tell you I'm undercover and I'm actually your commanding officer.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it out before the kick came, so
as the kick
My
happens.
superpower kick because I have the fish oil going through me now.
all right.
All right, Amanda, will you roll a die and see if it is less than your current ruin, which is 5?
Reduction roll. It is a 4. It is less than my current ruin.
Alrighty, so you will reduce your ruin by 1, presumably you want to, and your betrayal goes unnoticed. So
How?
somehow Smooch the Pooch, well, it's an accident, Smooch the Pooch.
Oops.
That's how I would say, like everybody's running
Flipped.
for, I don't know. Somebody describe how it's an accident. I've got ideas if you need them, but
Oh, maybe I pushed the Sugar Plum Fairy into Smooch the Pooch. Kicking. No, I still like the kicking better.
I like the stretchy leg kicking personally. All right.
I mean, you could say you can't control it, and I guess I would probably believe that. Like, it's such a long leg, it's got to be unmanageable.
It's also I just took a supplement, and
That's it.
sorry, Smooch,
Coming out of the
my
supplement
beefy
store.
leg, so strong.
Excellent. All right, Smooch the Pooch, you go arcing in front of Imposter Santa's electric vehicle. It's dangerous here. Do we want just a straight up ruin roll?
I want to use my power of light up eyes and try to blind him by using my overcharged batteries.
Yeah, your eyes are overcharged. Let's do it.
Just like flash him.
Lights. Part of me thinks we just skip the roll and call it done.
Yeah,
I like the fiction of it. You've been supercharged for a while. Feel free to clear the supercharged condition
Oh,
and describe how you blast the vision of the imposter Santa, please.
well, as I mentioned during the commercial thing, Smooch the Pooch can go up on 2 legs and walk for a few steps. So I go up on 2 legs so that I can get maximum height to aim at this imposter Santa, and I bring all my battery power to bear on just lighting up my light up eyes to the absolute maximum of the bulbs inside, and they are blazing, and he was not expecting that. I mean, little toy dog with laser looking eyes right in front of him. I think he's gonna fall right off that thing and topple it. I think it's gonna be an absolute massacre for our poor imposter Santa.
All right. I'm looking at our veils. We've got a veil on harm to animals, but I'm going to describe this with a veil.
Okay.
There's a sort of a flashback for this imposter Santa as he's driving and he sees these 2 giant glowing eyes rear up ahead of his car. Flashback to a night on a lone country road when he was coming back from his first job as a Santa Claus impersonator. And those 2 lights were a deer. And realizing that it would be the end of his career should he strike this deer, he swerved that car hard and went off it, just like right into the ditch, destroyed his vehicle, presents flying everywhere. He didn't make it to the Santa job that he had that evening because he was so concerned about that deer. And this is just it's like reflex at this point. He sees those eyes glowing and he knows what to do and just jams the wheel and careens it into a Build-A-Bear kiosk and like bear stuffing just everywhere. The judges are trying to evacuate for the fire with the smoke and the sprinklers, but you hear Santa letting loose a string of profanity you didn't know that Santa would use, saying, "That's my toy, that's my prize, give me that medal." And from there, he's running through the mall with a finger laid aside of his nose and a gold medal in his fist, and running for the parkade to evacuate. I think we're ready to move from Act 3 to Act 4. Let me double check one thing. Yeah, as we transition to Act 4. Santa, a bit bitter that the contest was a struggle at all, is in a mood. Looks at his watch and realizes that he's now behind schedule. He cracks his whip. All aboard! We're going to skip that little thing and move straight into Act 4. Do you want to do a quick break or keep going? We got about 25 minutes left.
Let's just keep going, if it's okay with everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Act 4, Beneath the Tree. Sleigh has flown on for a bit in the evening. As the sleigh descends, you get the first glimpse of what you hope will be your forever home. How can you tell that this is the best possible home ever?
There's like 7 flags out in front of it. So many flags.
There's a
Patriots.
There's a glimpse of the family outside, sort of. Maybe they're like listening to carolers, or they're watching the lights being turned on for the night, the Christmas lights being turned on. But the mom is also wearing a leopard mini dress.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
There is a little me-sized doghouse made out of like cardboard and painted, obviously like made by the kid under supervision of a parent. And it's got Smooch with a backward S written above the little doghouse hole. It's just for me.
From atop the roof, the smell of freshly baked cookies waft up the chimney. The child had a plan to ambush Santa, but was foiled when they fell asleep. I'm fast-forwarding time here a bit, I guess. What weird trap did that child prepare to catch Santa?
The milk and cookies are doped up.
Probably was some of mom's Quaaludes.
Yeah, mom's little helpers are crushed up into the milk and cookies.
My lord.
Why are we on the same creepy page?
That can be enough if we want to just leave it at that.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Oh, and I now have this mental image of the child being like, "This is gonna work this year." Gonna catch Santa.
But they don't know that Santa like gets doped up a lot at Christmas, so all the rest of the year he just sort of like practices to build up his immunity.
All right, down the chimney you go. Santa does his routine. He stashes toys beneath the tree, stuffs others in stockings. He takes a nibble of that freshly baked cookie, then a modest swig from a glass of milk, and says, takes a second nibble from that cookie, a second swig of his glass of milk. And he does his best to slink up that chimney and disappear. You all are left unattended on Christmas Eve. Let us presume the family's kind of disappeared into the darkness. Make yourself irresistible, sabotage rivals. You have little time. Where in this darkened house would you like to poke around?
Well, I need to get Sarge out of the way, and he's going to be the easier one between him and Smooch. Mm-hmm. And because I have a thing for fire. I am going to set fire to the flags outside, which of course will cause Sarge to come running out. And when he does, I will lock him out.
All right. Any other plans from other people before that transpires?
I am gonna search for a gift ribbon to wrap around myself. I've had some luck with getting things on me, and
Mhm.
so that I can be all wrapped up and parked in the doghouse when morning comes and the kid comes
Mhm.
out and finds me. That's my quest.
I need to be the strongest and toughest, so I'm gonna find a weapon.
Find a weapon. Nice. All right.
I'm thinking a knife. They might have a gun. Maybe they just poorly. Maybe they just leave guns around in this house.
I mean,
No, it's like not.
judging by the copious amount of flags and the mom's leopard mini dress, I feel like they might be in Jersey.
Yeah. Maybe there's just guns.
Nice.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot bigger. Like I'm the size of a gun, like a little gun. You know, one of these ones.
Nice. All right. I think from outside the house, you briefly hear like a noise of Santa losing their balance, like boom, 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 boom.
Does the Santa Claus movie rules apply here? Does this mean if Santa dies, there has to be a new Santa?
Oh, I don't know. I've not seen the movie, but I like the rules. I can understand those. Um, it doesn't need to be anything more plot significant than that, but I feel like I can't have Santa like take up several doses of Mommy's Little Helper and then not somehow comically be out there.
Maybe he doesn't like, you know how mail delivery people, like post people, will, at least in big buildings, 'cause I live in a high rise, will park their truck and then like deliver to a bunch of buildings on the road because they
Yeah.
have the better parking spot. Maybe this house just has a better parking roof.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's
He's
going
gonna
on
go to
foot for the
a
next
bunch of
few. Yeah, that
houses.
makes good
Yeah.
sense. I like it. Hoofing it around. All right. Let's do Sarge's quest for a weapon first, I think. Find out what's out there. So you're like tiptoeing through the house trying to find where they hide.
Yeah, I think the first place I would go is the kitchen.
Kitchen. All
Because
right.
even if
Yeah.
I can't find, you know, a cool gun, I'll find like maybe a BFK, big fucking knife.
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely have one of those butcher's blocks. There's
Yeah.
an array of knives there. All right. In tiptoeing your way from living room delivery location to the kitchen, it turns out you've picked up just a little fragment of tinsel stuck on that stretchy leg of yours, and you probably wouldn't even notice it. But as you're reaching for that knife, you hear meow, meow, meow. And the family cat has spotted that tinsel.
Gosh, if only you had befriended a robot dog.
Sit up, smooch. This would be a very prime opportunity for me to, because I have spare parts, I can remove parts.
Nice.
I think I'm going to remove my long leg finally.
Yep.
And throw it, and hopefully the cat will chase it away.
Perfect. All right. What? That's a dark die for sure for the misfit. Sort of feels like a light die's in there as well because of your flex.
Yeah.
Yeah. So take a light and a dark.
Army stuff. This is something army people can do, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. If somebody's got a great devil's bargain,
stuff.
go for it. Otherwise, let's just do the action.
Yeah, just go for it, I think.
All right. That's a 5. I can add a dark die and reroll, and I'm going to.
All right.
Oops, too many. 6.
Yes.
But dark. So I'm back up to 5 dark or 5 ruin.
Yeah.
But I did succeed, so that's nice.
All right. Do you want to describe how you?
I reached down, and I think there's just a couple of like little flips kind of like, you know, I don't know, a transformer. I don't know. And anyway, my leg detaches and you hear sort of a thunk as it hits the floor. And I reach down to pick it up, at least the thigh part, because it's more the calf part that's really long. And my hands, you know, kind of sink into the gooey jelliness of it. And I can feel all the dust and nastiness that it's been building up on it as I've been dragging it around a mall and everything. And I think I wrap it up into like a ball shape with a little tail coming off in hopes that it'll look like a little toy mouse. And I just whip it.
Nice. All right.
Cat goes for it.
That sounds fantastic. Since your rune's going up, I feel like we need to give you a new condition, but it might just sort of be replacing it because you took a vitamin supplement earlier. So you're kind of swole, except that your backup leg is not. So I think you've gone
So
from...
I skipped leg day.
You skipped leg day on one leg. So you've gone from a long, dragging leg to a slightly shorter, emaciated leg.
Big leg.
Yeah. Alrighty, let us look at a search for a gift ribbon. I know where I would search for a gift ribbon, but I'm not Smooch the Pooch. Smooch the Pooch, where would you search for a gift ribbon?
Well, I think we are in sort of a living room area, and I should probably be heading for, I don't want to go into the kid's bedroom. I don't want to risk waking up the kid prematurely. So I'm going to be looking for like a parent bedroom. Like the mom is fashionable. She's probably got accessories that I could steal from. So
Okay. Nice.
that's what I'm going to be looking for.
Alrighty. Skills. Man, you got some funky skills for this. Stealth is not the natural calling of a robodog.
No. I mean, my lights, because I've shed my overcharged. Actually, I forgot to delete that, so I'll do that. But now that I'm no longer overcharged, my lights are just normal lit up eyes, and that's just enough for me to see by. So, you know, I think that I can navigate really well in the dark bedroom without alerting them.
All right.
But you did curse me with a jingle bark that goes off.
I was planning on bringing it back. Yep, it was. So yeah, you got one light die for your skill in lights, and I feel like your devil's bargain is jingle bark is coming back.
Okay.
Does that seem fair? Do you like dice?
Yeah.
I'm kind of obligating you with the devil's bargain of jingle bark returns at this moment.
All right. One light die or two?
2 light dice.
Thank you. Oh gosh, I'm gonna add a dark die and reroll because that was miserable. That's only a 3. And that was a 6. On the dark.
All right.
All right. Well, ruin goes up. I'm at 4.
Sorry, you're at 4?
Yep.
Okay. Thinking about this, your lights, jingle bark.
I have a suggestion, which is that I do find my ribbon because I do succeed.
Yes.
And I get it in my mouth with my bite with a Y.
Nice.
And then when the jingle bark goes off, it's sort of muffled because I've got something in the way of my voice box.
Oh, so kind of a...
Yeah, since I rolled so well, I think
you did roll well, but your rune went up though, right?
It did.
Yeah.
Can't sneak anything by you.
No. All right. Here's what I think. So, you thought you were sneaking into the bedroom where the mom had her jewelry to get this ribbon. And you accidentally snuck into Dad's crafting and minifigs room.
Ooh.
And you got the ribbon that you wanted, but you also alerted Dad's vintage RoboCop action figure. And you hear a intruder. Stop, citizen. And will you add the condition tailed by RoboCop?
Okay. But RoboCop, don't you recognize me?
Exactly.
I'm your dog. I'm your dog from another lifetime. From another possible universe. All right.
All right.
I love the poignance of it.
Let us hop over to Bibby and alighting the fires on the pennants or the flags out front. What's your plan, Bibby?
Like any good American family, they have a fireplace. And I would like to use the glue from my head to snatch up one of the flaming logs, drag it outside through the dog door, and chuck it at one of the flags and just let it go up.
It's the action of chucking a flaming log attached to your gluey head. That's
yeah,
got
I
a
mean,
good
there's
hair
like
swish.
there's like a long enough strand, so there's some distance. I mean, it's probably leaving like a like a line of char through the house. You know, the carpet's probably gonna get burned, but you know, it's not my problem.
Yeah. All right. Are you using your skill in goo, it looks like?
Yes.
All right, so a dark die for goo or your misfit.
Well, I guess it's a ritual, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a misfit ritual, right? It's a dark die for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any skills that apply?
Audacity.
Once again,
Very
yeah.
audacious.
All right. A light and a dark then. Any brilliant devil's bargains, anyone?
I think that you are gonna melt a little bit of your hair doing this. And that's gonna make this kid a little bummed out with you.
You will definitely smell poor. Yeah.
I was gonna go with the same thing. Your hair is gonna melt.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
Ugh, 4. I'm gonna add a dark die.
All right.
6 dark.
All right. Ruin goes up to 3, I believe.
Yep.
All right. So success, but you're gonna pick up a condition, maybe beyond the burnt hair. All right. Do you want to describe anything in the?
I love that beyond the burnt hair.
Yeah. Burnt hair is there for your devil's bargain. I need to give you more. You want to describe it, Bibby?
Yeah. So with the confidence of a fashion doll with a face that's been printed offset and goo leaking out of her, she's just going to kind of saunter around, noticing the fireplace and seeing Sar just sort of like, you know, like a Neanderthal just skulking about the house looking for weapons. She will roll her eyes and just her eyes will sort of like go back and like the goo will start to coagulate out of the roots of her hair till finally it just sort of creates this like long sticky strand that she whips towards one of the logs. It sticks, it finds purchase, and she just sachets out of the house. She walks through the dog door that leads out of the house, leaving behind, of course, a trail of black char through the white carpet of the home. Mm-hmm. And as she gets out, she makes sure to, she makes sure to walk along the walkway, which has been, shoveled so that she's not cooling the flame with the snow. And she finds the biggest American flag that's been raised. I imagine there's maybe like 2 very big American flags on this one pole because they love America that much. And she ramps up and she throws the flaming log up at the billowing American flag, and it catches and gets tangled up because it still has glue on it. It kind of sticks to it for a bit, and then both flags catch on fire. And she looks up at this act of whatever the word that's opposite of patriotic is, But unfortunately, I think as far as the hair is concerned, she used so much force that it tore out a good chunk of it as well. So she's got kind of like this like sort of like curdled, gooey, melted plastic afro thing happening. She looks a bit like a demented Minnie Riperton or something, you know.
I think up on the roof, since Santa Claus is running around delivering a few things by hand here, Donner and Rudolph kind of each give each other a look, sort of a knowing. And back in the house, from an upper level window, there's a light, like you see a lighter spark and light, and in the glow of the cigarette, the mother's there in her leopard print dress, and she looks down at you and she says, "Mine. That's a doll after my own heart. That one's gonna be mine." Will you take the condition, what, pursued by mom?
Yeah, party.
All right. We need to end in a few minutes here, and we technically have not yet reached Ring 5 or Act 5. Should we pause for stars and wishes and then talk about whether we want to try and reconvene to wrap up the thing or just call it done?
Can I ask us to end on the image that I put in chat, which is the angel on top of the Christmas tree sees Bibby's destruction and weeps, "No, the Star-Spangled Banner."
If we think that we can do like Ring 5 within the next 15 minutes, I could probably stick around for that. But otherwise, yeah, I'd have to go.
If you feel like it, we can make it work.
It's up to you guys. I can make it work, but it's up to the rest of you.
I'm also good with reconvening, but I can speed run it if you guys want.
let's speed run it. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Give people an idea of how a speed run Ring 5 is.
For sure. Yeah. Well, then we're going to transition straight to Act 5, and you will not meet Little Miss Bedazzled, which would have been a hell of a showdown. A nightlight is on in a distant room. Where is the ideal place to be when the child wakes up, and how do you claim it for yourself?
I mean, for me, it's my doghouse.
Mm-hmm.
She already made a place for me.
Yep.
I need to be at, like, hanging out of the stocking with the gun or the weapon. No, it was a big knife. It was a big knife. Yeah.
That's such a good image.
It is.
The best possible place for the child, I'll be next to its iPhone.
Oh.
Because there's nothing that a kid doesn't do before anything. They, of course, must check their phone in the morning.
Yeah. All right. Act 5, Christmas morning. Showdown beneath the Christmas tree. The finale begins. The house begins to wake. Grandma putters in the kitchen with the coffee maker and her crossword puzzle. Toys giggle and whisper in anticipation. With this child, what is adorable about the child?
Adorable.
Yeah.
A child?
Much like Bibby herself, the child is a bit under the weather, and so also has clear leaking mucus coming out of her nose that she is also slurping up into her mouth.
And that's adorable, huh?
To Bibby it is. I mean, if it's good enough for Bibby, it's good enough for her.
I think she's also wearing some Sergeant Sokka McFisto, like a onesie that has like a hood. And when you pull the hood over, it's got like his haircut and like his Rambo bandana. It's really cool.
It's amazing.
The kid is wearing my merch, Smooch the Pooch sweatshirt.
Nice.
Yes.
Alrighty. I gotta tweak one thing based on your actions. How do we do this? Let me just remind you the child's heart has room for only one toy. Make sure you're the favorite. Claim your space. Force other toys into danger. Give me 1 second. Let's say this. Bibby's positioned near the cell phone. Um, is anybody at a stage where they need reduction rolls? Yes.
Uh-huh.
They could. Does anybody have skill in bite? B-Y-T-E? Yes, they do. What would be a good way to interfere with the cell phone?
I've got a plan.
All right, what's that plan?
I'm trying to go up to the stocking. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up onto the charging port of the cell phone and launch myself from that into the stocking. But while I do that, I'm going to kick the charging port so that it's kind of just a little bit out of the outlet, so that when fire prone Bibby goes and sits next to the phone, it's going to blow up the phone and Bibby.
Oh, like a short circuity kind of thing?
Yeah, that's how phones work.
All right, I'm not sure electricity works this way, but yeah, let's go with it.
I'm a statistician.
Can I help out with that?
Sure.
Because in the spirit of the bite pun, I'm gonna go bite that cord that's already.
What have I done to you?
You know what? You haven't done anything to me, but I'm out to win it, baby. So yeah, I chew on the cord a little bit to make sure to encourage this idea of a short.
And if it electrocutes Smooch a little bit, I'm not going to be too worried.
Hey. You already booted me in front of a scooter.
How about this? AJ, will you give me a risk roll for Smooch with your bite skill? Let's say one light die, one dark die.
Sure. Oof, that's a 4 dark.
4 dark. All right. Does that raise your ruin?
I'm at 4.
Has to be higher. Okay, so your ruin's not going up. I feel like you fang the wires. There's a definite zzz. The phone jiggles, but kind of like in response to the interruption in its circuitry. But that's enough to maybe distract the child from noticing Bibby. But the child, it's Christmas morning. They know that the treats are at the tree. Like this is like the one morning to ignore your phone. And the child's gotten plenty of Snapchatty messages before, and so the child just kind of rockets out towards the tree. They are curious about playing with knives. Like this idea of a shiny, glimmering knife hanging out of a stocking is like, ooh, I'm going straight for the knife rather than Sarge himself so much. Child makes a grab for the knife. What do I want from there?
Can I stretch out my arms around the knife so that if a child pulls the knife out, it pulls me out too?
Yeah, that's good. Give me a risk roll there. So
this flex.
Yeah, flex for sure. Dark die for knives.
Oh, please roll bad and cut your arms off.
That's a 4.
Yeah, it'd be a good moment to roll bad.
I'm gonna push it.
All right.
With another dark die.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't because that was a 4 dark.
Oh, the dark's the high. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, you're trapped there. You get yanked out. You hear Grandma yell from the kitchen. Yells out the kid's name really harshly. The kid drops the knife. It twangs into the floor right by their little footy pajamas. But they see Sarge rather, and they're like, "Oh, Sarge, that was one of the toys I wanted." But where are the other toys?
Can I trigger my bark?
Sure, go for it. Trying to draw attention?
Yep.
All right.
Flash my light up eyes, bark. I'm pulling out all the stops, baby. I'll do a flip, whatever it takes.
All right. If you're getting that over the top, let's throw a dark die and also a light in the dark. Any devil's bargains?
Your batteries are still unstable, and
yes.
Your back blows out.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say
fantastic.
biting the cord has short-circuited a bunch of your circuits, and you do not operate in any way that is normal.
Ooh, I do like that because what does that look like? Like, am I barking in reverse? Look, am I making horrible noises? Are my lights going like only one is going off?
I
Like
think I'm gonna retract my devil's barking because I like Amanda's a lot, but I'm gonna add to it and say that you don't bark in reverse or anything like that. You just whatever kind of microchip is in you, whoever built you, whatever elf built you, put in a bunch of profanities, and you will just start cursing at the kid, calling it every
Okay.
horrible name.
Okay. I mean, like, hmm, hmm. What could I call the kid that would kind of sound like a bark? Because all I can think of is like fuck, 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 fuck. Like that sounds close enough that I feel like the elf could have smuggled it in, you know? And honestly, I think that that would make me cooler to the kid.
It
So
might.
I'm gonna take it.
All right, I think we're doing Too Light in the Dark.
All right. Oh no, it was a 6 dark. Oh,
All
that
right,
puts me at 5.
5 ruin, but you're successful.
I am successful.
I've got a suggestion if you want to describe it. Remember, you're wearing a yarn cardigan with another doll head attached to it.
Yes.
Do you want to describe the way you've drawn the child's attention?
Yeah, so I light up my eyes and I flip and I start barking and it does come out as like fuck, 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 fuck. And maybe even into the tune of Jingle Bells, but the kid obviously thinks that's hilarious. That is like the top humor when you're like 8.
Mm-hmm.
She is loving it. And when I flipped the doll head like flipped over and it's perched on top of my head. And I don't know if you've ever seen the Hello Kitty dolls where Kitty is dressed up as another animal.
Yes.
That's adorable. So I look like a little puppy that's dressed up as a doll, and the kid is loving it, going nuts for it. Oh, it's like a double toy. Oh, look at the cute ribbon. He looks so cute in the doghouse. Perfect Christmas morning. The parents cannot take enough pictures of me in my doghouse looking so adorable and the kids shimmering delight as she drops to her knees next to me, just like, I can't believe you got it for me. I can't believe it's so cute. Absolute triumph for Smooch the Pooch.
From behind the trunk of the Christmas tree, you see a face lean around and say, "Citizen, you are under arrest." Um, Bibby, I'm picturing you walking, into this mayhem, but a pair of really magnificent leopard print heels are clicking up behind you, and with a little breath of smoke reminiscent of Santa Claus himself, Mom sees you and is like, "Oh, there, my precious one."
Oh, hey, Gorge.
Mom's eyes light up and she says, "You can talk?"
I can do more than talk. Bring me to your ear.
She casts a very unusual glance towards her family and lifts you up, cradling you to her ears.
I can do so much more, but I need your help.
Anything. I've wanted this day my whole life. You're the
Set
doll
that
I never
doghouse
got.
on fire. It must burn, and the creature inside must also burn. If you ever hope to be that little girl again, you have to kill that dog, that RoboPup.
This is amazing. Gosh, how do I do the dice roll on this? Let's do a risk roll for you, and we'll see what Mom's reaction is. Disguise? Decorum? What are we doing here? I don't know.
I'm just rocking with audacity again. I mean, it's audacious for a toy to talk to a person, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So light die there. Do we need a dark die? I feel like you need a dark die because I feel like your risk of Mom just like taking you away also.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like you're mine. That's it. We're done. Any quick devil's bargains as we speed run?
I think the fact that Bibby has been leaning on audacity this whole time is going to be her undoing. And even though she succeeds in torching me, yeah, the kid is going to be like, the melted hair, the sassy pose. I'm so over this.
No, we can't have that. No.
Light in the dark.
Yeah, just light in the dark. 6 dark.
Ooh, all right. I believe it takes you to 4 ruin. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a success. This doghouse is going up in flames. You want to describe it?
The mother, her eyes glaze over with recognition. Yes, this is what I have to do. I gotta kill the Robopup. And with me perched on her shoulder, of course, she goes and gets her lighter. She lights up a cigarette with it dangling out of her mouth. She goes to the kitchen and there hears heels clacking. She reaches out for a bottle of vodka from the freezer. And she goes to, I guess, the living room where the doghouse is. And just stomping past the family, the extended family who are all kind of gathered around. They can hear the fucking from this dog. She walks past the knife that Sarge somehow stole. She begins to douse the doghouse and the Robopup within in vodka. And Bibby leans in and says, "It's okay. I'm here for you." And the mother
Smooch tries to bark in alarm, but of course, at the worst possible time, Jingle Bark starts up, so it's just festive.
Jingle fuck, really. She takes one last drag and throws the cigarette on the house, and in the living room, this large flame erupts from this relatively small cardboard doghouse. I won't say what happens to Smooch because that's up to them, but the doghouse is alight, and both the mom and Bibby seem to be weeping because they've found each other.
Mm-hmm.
In the interest of speed running, since I'm at Ruin 5, I'm just going to declare that in this moment, the stocking that Sarge was hanging out of, where he had stored his extra leg so that when the child was going to pull Sarge out, they'd be like, "Oh, the leg fell off. I'll just reattach it." That didn't work out, but the stocking goes up in flames and Sarge loses their extra legs. They're one-legged forever now. And I think you can see them just crawling away, and then there's a flash cut to the future where Sarge is sitting in the back of like a closet or a pantry and just holding a potato that has so many eyes and things growing out of it, but it's got the lips pushed into it, and Sarge just rocking back and forth with it, muttering.
I was about to say we should go to epilogue, and you just did it, so fantastic.
Can I do smooches?
Please, yes.
I think that what Bibby forgot is that Smooch is a robo-dog. So even though I had festooned myself with lots of burnable things, and I went up very fast, My armature was completely intact, and I come out of that doghouse as a robot, and RoboCop recognizes me because now I look like his dog. So he stops trying to arrest me. He comes over to me. Now I'm a tableau with RoboCop. Ah, and the kid, if you'll remember, I said that their unrealistic expectation was that I would still have some robot parts
Yeah.
visible, but they wanted me cuddly. So if I am not picked, that is probably why. I am content with either explanation, but I am a badass robot dog. I go with RoboCop now.
Oh, that's amazing. And Bibi, what's your epilogue?
Yeah, I think as we see, I imagine Smooch comes out of that burning house, sort of like the Terminator from Terminator, where it's
Absolutely.
just like flaming chrome skeletal, like dog skeleton.
Yep.
But as Smooch pairs off with RoboCop, and as Sarge goes to the kitchen, finds that potato, and makes sweet love to it. I think we just see Bibi up in Mom's room. She's sort of perched on a vanity. There's jewelry. There's a couple wigs, a pack of smokes. A couple empty glasses of wine. But we see her there seated in the mirror looking at herself. She really is now burnt hair, offset face, goo covered. And Mom sits behind her at the vanity. She takes out a little brush and begins to sort of like motion as if brushing Bibi's hair, or what's left of it. And as Mom takes another drag of her cigarette, she kind of mimics giving Bibi a hit off the cigarette as well. And the two just have this really nice little Christmas morning together, while the child downstairs, the doghouse now in ash and ruins, just kind of goes on TikTok again, goes on TikTok shop, tries to find new toys that it will want and eventually forget about until the next Christmas.
Wow.
Amazing. I love that you all kind of abandoned the child in the end for your own loves. Often we do stars and wishes,
ridiculous expectations of us. So the child did have ridiculous expectations of us. So
yeah,
honestly, the mom and the potato and RoboCop are all way cooler.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't flesh out the kid. Often we do stars and wishes, but Jack, I think you need to get going. Do you want to give us any quick ones?
Just super fun. Really just star for everyone to just leaning into the ridiculousness. I'll probably have more composed stars for you all later in chat. But yeah, thank you for running this. It was really fun.
Thanks for sticking with us, even though it went a little over time.
For sure. Well, I'll see you on the internet.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Shall I continue recording for a moment, or?
Maybe we should just do stars and wishes offline.
Yep, that sounds good.
Jack